Welcome to my channel, Gadgets for Gentlemen. In this video I'm going to review the Glycine Combat Sub 42. I think this is a terrific watch and I'm excited to tell you exactly why. If you like my video, then please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or questions, then please leave them down in the comment section below. Please also check out my Instagram page and my website. Enjoy this video and I hope to see you back again soon. So there we have it, the Glycine Combat Sub. This is the 42mm version, reference number GL0185. As you can see, this one has a beautiful matte black dial with orange military time on the inner ring of the dial. We have a 60-click point-edged bezel. We have a beautiful crown at the 3 o'clock position, which is very thick. It is screw down. We have a beautiful logo. And we have some substantial crown guards. The hands are very nice. As I told you in the unboxing video, I've not seen hands like these. Let's first of all give some context. We're dealing here with a very nice watch that can be had for about $500 if you're lucky. They come in a whole bunch of different versions, different dial and bezel combinations, different hands, different sizes even, and different straps. So I think for everyone there will be something to his or her liking. I would say that this is a man's watch. I went for an oyster style bracelet with a few micro adjustments. Glycine stamped, all solid, 22mm, in combination with a black dial, because I think this combination is just very versatile. I could see myself wearing this watch to the office, as well as throwing the watch on a rubber strap or a NATO strap and taking the watch to a holiday destination. So what we have here is what I consider to be a watch that has a lot of value for its money. It's a Swiss automatic dive watch. Some would consider this entry level. Some would consider this to be a mid-level dive watch. You can find this watch at places like Yoma Shop and Amazon. I bought this on a website called Chrono24. Inside this watch there is a Glycine caliber GL224, which basically is a ADA 2824-2 movement which has been modified and adjusted. I think we're dealing with about 38 to 40 hour power reserve, 25 joules. I did not measure accuracy on this watch, but on other videos I've seen on every occasion Accuracy is spot on, about plus 4 seconds. So I didn't measure it, but I'm pretty sure that it is very accurate. We're dealing here with 200 meters water resist. Yeah, I told you the second hand looks like a box, and it has a lot of lume applied. I think we're dealing here with Super Luminova, which is quite good. Not as good as my Seiko SKX lume, but yeah, definitely pretty good. The lume dots which are applied here at the hours are quite smaller, these dots, so they're not as bright as the pip here on the bezel at the 12 o'clock position and as the hands. This model, the Combat Sub, it's not the most famous watch by Glycine. A more famous watch line within Glycine is the Airman. The Airman is basically a beautiful pilot watch, which was, I think, also issued to the American Air Forces during the Vietnam War. The Combat Sub, it dates back to the mid-60s, so this is also a iconic watch, but not as famous as the Airman. So what else? We're dealing here with a screw-down crown. We have a screw-down caseback, which has a bit of decoration, which is, I think it's okay. I think it looks pretty. We have a trident, we have 2 seals, and yeah, it does its purpose, but it's not as pretty as the SKX 013, in my opinion. I think we're dealing here with some solid end links and solid links. The bracelet can be sized with pins, so pins. We have drilled lock holes, which make it super easy to replace a strap, so you can easily alternate between different kind of straps. The lug-to-lug distance is about 50 millimeters, which makes this watch, I think, my biggest lug-to-lug watch. But as you can see here, the watch lugs, they really curve down, so they really fit nice on my small wrists, which are only 6.3 inches. I think the biggest selling point for this watch has to be that thickness. I'm not sure if you can capture this on camera, but the thickness of this flat sapphire crystal to the engraved caseback is only 10.5 millimeters. So we're dealing with a 200 meter water resist dive watch, which is thinner than 11 millimeters, which, you know, I think is insane compared to some dive watches that easily are about 13 or more millimeters in thickness. So we're dealing with a sapphire crystal. I think it has anti-reflection coating, but I'm not sure and I couldn't look it up. We're dealing with 316L stainless steel, so high quality build materials, 60 click bezel. I think, you know, some people mention that there is a bit of play on this bezel, and from my experience, this bezel is really solid. 60 clicks, very sturdy, and you can see here there is a little bit of play when I force really hard, but yeah, not as much as, you know, what you can see a lot in bezel. So yeah, to my understanding, I think this bezel is quite solid. What I really like about this watch is that 3 o'clock date display. The fact that the date display has a black background that really matches the dial. I think I just really love that little detail. I try to bring it closer to you now. I think this way is just more prettier than to have a white display. And while we're at it, let's just throw in a few macro shots. So here at the 6 o'clock position, we can read the Combat Automatic. This is the Sub 20 atmosphere, Swiss made. We have the beautiful orange inner track. We have these minutes in the outer track, 10 and 20. Looks very lovely. And here at the 12 o'clock position, we can see an applied Glycine logo. I do think the whole dial is printed. Obviously the lume dots are applied. And the Glycine logo, which kind of look like wings, are applied, but I think all the numbers are printed. I think this watch is just really amazing. For me, this is a great everyday watch. It has everything that I need. It is a bit big with a 42 millimeter case, but then it's really, really thin. And it has long locks, but they really curve. I find it a nice fit. Yes, of course, with my thin and tiny wrists, 6.3 inches. I would love an even smaller version. For example, a 40 millimeter diameter or a 38 millimeter diameter and an even shorter lock to lock. Yes, of course, I would love that. But I didn't find one. And yeah, I really love this watch. But if there was to be a 40 millimeter or 38, obviously I would have bought that one. So, but if you have bigger wrists, then this is your watch. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about 4 links, removed from the bracelet. So, if you have bigger wrists, then yeah, this will probably fit you. I'm very curious what this watch weighs, and as you can see it here, I throw it on the bracelet. On the metal bracelet, I get about 150 grams. Second thing that I really want to know, and I couldn't find it in any review or in any article, is whether the bracelet tapers down. I'm very curious. So let's measure it up. So at the beginning of the watch, at the case, we're dealing with about 22 millimeters, and at the clasp it tapers down to about 20. So here you can see there's quite some tapering down to the bracelet, to the clasp, which I really like. I really like watches that have bracelets that taper down. I think it's quite elegant. Now finally, I need to give one critical point, and that has to be these parts of the bracelet. This is quite flimsy. I think we're dealing here with some pressed metal. I really love the bracelet, but it could have been more durable, or just a higher level of finishing. So here I have it on my wrist. I think the watch is just a beautiful watch. It has everything that I need. The movement allows for hand winding as well as hacking, and since I'm pretty OCD, I really like to set the seconds and minutes to my radio controlled G-Shock, or with my iPhone to the atomic time. Yeah, great looking watch. I think Bracelet is really nice. That Glycine signed clasp is alright. Really love the fact the bracelet has a few micro adjustments which make it very easy to find a comfortable fit. All in all, what can I say? This is just, I think, almost a perfect watch. The Glycine brand has been bought recently by the Invicta group. As far as I'm aware of, the purchase of Invicta has not affected the quality of Glycine as of yet. So yeah, I don't worry about it. I think this is an awesome watch and a bit more expensive than your typical Orient Ray or Seiko SKX. But yeah, then you get a beautiful Swiss timepiece with a very thin profile. So another great thing about this watch, if you buy it from an authorized dealer, you get 2 years of warranty. The warranty is worldwide. I probably will not sell this watch at any time because I think this watch is amazing. I've had it now for maybe a few months now. Really like it, and look forward to throwing this on a NATO strap in the summer and take it to the beach. Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I think this is just a beautiful watch. I'm very happy, as you might not suspect, but I don't have a lot of negative points about this watch. I just really like it. If you find my video useful or helpful, then please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and I will definitely get back to you. Have a great day and see you very soon.